There we go. That should do it. How's it now? That should do it. How's it now? That should do it. There we go. Okay, music back on. There we go. Okay, music back on. Okay. All right. Okay, so welcome everybody. I am a game developer. I'm working on my game Ranger. If you don't know, I have been doing a 31 days of game dev challenge. This is my second round doing it. The first round was doing a lot of mechanics, and this round is a lot of drawing and animations. So that's what we're working on right now. Hey Mateo, how's it going? Thank you. So we're gonna go ahead and just test some things out. The last stream 2 days ago, at the end it crashed, so we want to make sure that everything is working properly. Testing all the animations. We've been focusing on the ledge climb. All right, yeah. So the last live stream we were working on the ledge climb, and if you watch just for a split second, every once in a while, it will teleport us back. The animation will end before we're teleported here. So that's one of the issues that we're gonna have to fix eventually. But we have a few more animations. It seems like everything's working well, so that's good. We've got a few animations to import here. Let's grab them. Just have to make sure we import them correctly. This is kind of the repetitive part of this game development. But eventually, what we're gonna do is just have one very large sprite sheet for the base of the character, and then one for all the clothing and cosmetic additions. What platforms? I'm gonna try to aim for all platforms. We're definitely gonna do some Steam. We're gonna do Steam, Switch, probably PlayStation, probably Xbox, probably Windows 10. But we'll see. I don't think mobile. Mobile might not be able to handle it. But I guess we'll see when it comes time. Okay, so the animations that we've been doing, the ones that we're about to import here, they're actually in a few different phases. So we're gonna have to try to come up with a way of doing this. So let me kind of demonstrate a little bit. Over here, when we're hanging, this is one of the hang states. This is the first hang state, and then this is the second hang state where he's kind of looking out. So there's a jump where you can jump out, or there's a jump where you jump just like straight up. So both of those, since they're different, they need different types of jump animations. So I also want them to be a little more interesting. So when we hold down the spacebar, I want the animation to kind of recoil, and then when you let go of spacebar, that's when you jump. So that's what we're going to do. Just need to line up the different states here. Alright, this will be jump in coil. Jump in jitter. That way it's going to be jittering a little bit to show the energy that's building up, ready to jump, and is released when you jump. And eventually we might have items that increase that, give a like a boost to the jump depending on how long you've been holding the jump down. Something to play around with. Let me know how the volume levels are. If I'm too loud, too low, if the music's too loud, too low. Be sure to fix that. Okay. So let's grab this, I believe. Yeah, this is the recoil animation for the ledge out. So we're just gonna grab it, drop it in. Actually, we should rename that. It should be test jump out recoil. Sounds fine. All right, thanks. You can test it, see what's going on. It's with this lighter version. Okay, but right now it's looping. We don't want it to loop, so we're gonna remove loop time. Hide those. Grab the, let's see here, the player animator. Jump out recoil, and we can drag that animation to it. Okay, let's kind of dissect what's going on here. So from the ledge hang, we're saying ledge jump true. That's what creates the jump. So this is the jump that we have so far. Come back down, it means the ledge hang is true, and then ledge hang is false. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we're just gonna, I guess, remove these connections. We don't need them right now. that kind of goes with the hanging. Okay, so from hang out, we want to go to the recoil. So this is if we might have to create a few more states actually, or a few more parameters. We might have to do ledge recoil and then ledge jump. Yes, that's what we're gonna have to do. All right, and we're gonna set that, what it means. We're gonna set it to true in our script, but pretty much we just automatically go to jitter, because once the recoil is done, then we go to jitter. Let's make sure. Okay. There we go. All right, and then once it's out of the jitter state, we're going to go into the ledge jump. So that's the condition for this one, is ledge jump has to be true. I'm wondering if it'd be possible to actually just use our jump parameter already. That we already have that parameter. If we could just consolidate it. I think it'd be possible. Let's just to say jump is true for this one. Okay. So from the ledge hang, we're saying ledge recoil is true. So let's go ahead and set that up to tell the script what we're doing. We need to go scripts, hero. I think this one is hero movement. Okay. So now we should this is the stuff we were working on the other day, to try to fix that teleportation issue. Let's see here. We need to find the ledge. Okay, I think, no, the next one. Here we go. Here it is. Okay, so we want ledge recoil to be true. I need to actually take a look at the inputs because we switched over from the input manager to the input system, and doing that I think changes how the jump is perceived. So if we, right now it's a button, press only, press and release. Okay, so if we change it to press and release now, I think what it means is we can get an input by pressing it and also an input by releasing it, which is what we want, because on the release we want it to jump. So all right, that should be saved. Everything's reloading. Let's go up to where the jump is defined. Okay, jump right here. Triggered, I'm gonna say press down is pressed. Okay, yeah, there we go. Can I say the same thing for is released? That's a weird one. Let's check here. Input system, press and release. Oh, okay. So started phase, you press it down. Performed phase, you're holding it, and cancel phase is released. Okay, so let's see. Oops, no, I meant to keep that. Okay, dot is pressed, right? But now we're gonna say instead canceled. Ooh, maybe not. Okay, so I kind of see what they were saying, but is there a way to convert it? Yeah, so there's a press and release flag on the press interaction, so we did that. Okay, so it seems like maybe we're thinking about it wrong. If we open this and we change the jump from press and release to press only. Anyways, we save that. No, that's still okay. So that still won't allow it to go. In progress, phase, name, triggered. So that's what we were using. Means that it was pushed down. But how do you get the? Is it reset? I'm pretty sure these are functions that are being caused. So if jump were true, then get type would run, you know, or cancel would run, or whatever. So we need to find out what exactly allows us to get it when it resets its value. Here, let's try a different place. Check that. Yeah, that doesn't really help me. Let's see here. Interactions. Oh, wait a minute. Properties? What is this? A hold. Yeah, okay. Okay. Maybe what we're looking for. Maybe. Let's open this up. This processors. No, that's not what we're looking for. Oh, interactions. Okay, so press only. And then we'll do a... Oh. Let's just do a hold. But I want a release. Wait a minute, what if this is release only? Okay, let's remove the hold. Okay, let's save this. And what I want to see, I want to put a debug log on jump. See when it's true. And if it activates twice for every click. That's pretty much what I'm looking for. Okay, so we have to change this back to is triggered, or just triggered. And then we need to do a debug log jump. We're in the update. Yeah, we're in the update. Okay. Right, let me open up the console here. Perfect. Okay, So it's 2 every click. So 1 if I'm holding it, 2 if I release it, which is good. I think it's good. Okay, this is what we're gonna have to do though. As far as I understand it, we could maybe try to create a system that will read jump 1, jump 2. Like if we've already clicked jump once. Here's the thing. I don't want to do that. So what we're going to do is create a new input. I guess we're just going to duplicate this. It'll be jump release, I guess. I feel like it's a little redundant. We're just gonna do release only, and this one will be press only. But this way, what it helps us to do is create a pretty much a second variable that we can use independently from the jump. So here we would do release. Oh, that's not how you spell release. There we go. Oh, we forgot to save it. There we go. We're gonna call it jump release. Okay, and then we'll do, yeah, we haven't set a variable for that yet, so we'll just copy this. Instead of jump, we're gonna do release, because I do want to do, I want to do a few things with the jump release. It's not going to be a one and done thing just for the ledge. There's going to be a few things that I want to do with it. So I'm going to have to generalize things a little bit more. Let's see here. I'm going to do, yep, that's all good. We need to create the Boolean for it. Okay, so that should be everything. Now what we can do, just to test it, where am I? Right there, okay. So we'll debug the jump, and then we'll debug the jump release. That way we're sure that everything is working together as planned. Perfect. Okay. So pretty much what we need to do here is jump has to be true. this has to be jump release, right? So instead of ledge recoil, this is going to be called jump release. And I'm going to move it up to, where's the jump? Right there. Just trying to make more general statements or parameters that we can just keep reusing. Nope, I think the music cut out. I don't know what happened there. I think the song just broke. I don't know. Okay. Let's see here. Jump true. That should be automatic. Once this has gone, this animation is gonna loop a bit, and then it's gonna be jump out. And this has to be jump release is true. I think it's gonna work. I think the only issue is right now the movement isn't going to correlate with it. So what we need to do is find where the jump is, and instead of jump, we need to do yes, right here we have to do jump release. Oh wait, not for this one. No, not for this one. This is the wall slide. We need to do it in the ledge climb. Is that two for both of them? No, that's gonna just be one. Okay, that should be all of the jumps needed. So pretty much we're just changing it from when you press down to letting go of the button. That's what's gonna create the jump. So now I think we're almost ready to test. Let's just, I wanna make sure that I have the jitter ready to go. That way we can test that already. Okay. We're testing it. We're testing it. Oh boy. What in the world has happened? What was that? Anyways. Alright, so interesting. Okay. I don't know how well this is gonna work then. Okay. I see what the problem is. Jump was better because you could hold it, so you could kind of decide how long you were going to be jumping for. Now you can't do that, so it only goes so far. what's a bit odd the velocity is still there. Maybe this is what's going on. I haven't changed the animation to jump release, but that wouldn't have affected the that wouldn't have affected the position of our character. There's no reason that it wouldn't go through. Unless this needs to be like... I mean, I remove has exit time, so it shouldn't even be a factor. So I remove it. Alright, right now we're playing the ledge hang out. Recoil, but there's no jitter. Okay. Okay. So okay, so pretty much what's going on is I think the jump release doesn't have anything that turns it off. Wait a minute, why are we doing this? Why don't we check when it's not jumping? Well, wait a minute. We're always not jumping unless we start the jump. So it would have to be jump started, then ended. Oh boy. This is a difficult this is difficult. I'm gonna have to think about this one. Because if we say, let's just say, for example, we say, okay, jump is true, right? So jump is true, yada, yada, yada. And then we say that we want to actually jump off when jump is no longer true. but how do we say that jump was true? Unless we use a timer. I don't really want to use a timer. Would we even be able to use a timer? I don't know if we'd be able to use a timer. We might have to use the combo script that we created for the attacks. It's too bad because I wanted to switch to the input system because it was supposed to be more streamlined, easier to use, but actually it's a bit harder because if it was still the input management system, then instead of the input system, I'd be able to just say the jump button's up, then run this. It'd just be a little bit simpler to do. It's gonna be a hard time. I'm gonna have to think about that a bit. I'm gonna have to think about that. Yes, right here. Okay, idle one's good. Wait a minute, it's not jump release. So jump release actually isn't set true all the time. So actually the jump release issue is that it's too short of a time for the physics to run. I'm just gonna disable these real quick and revert them back. I'm not gonna solve this today. I think I'm gonna try to think about it. Probably try to fix it Tuesday instead. I don't feel prepared to tackle this, and I don't want to waste too much time without having thought it out. What a look. That is not what I was going for. Let's try that again. Just see if it was an issue with... Okay, that's why. So it's because when we click jump, it does the jump out recoil. I thought we... Oh, it's because jump is true. So we're just gonna remove that right there. That should fix that. Okay. So Yeah, that's fine. It's just we don't have an animation to put in there, so it's using that one. That's why it's creating that weird look when we jump. But so I'm gonna leave that for next time. But right now, maybe what we can do is try to fix this issue. Pretty much when I'm running into a wall, I don't want it to be jittering around. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I don't want it to be jittering like that and still trying to run, because eventually the motion, it ends up clipping through the wall, and I don't want that. I'm not sure if there's actually an easy way to fix that. I wanted to just test a few things. I'm thinking we have a wall check. Maybe if we say that there is a wall, let's see here, right here, wall slide. So we could say that, but then we have to check based off of what it's facing, which is what might be difficult. So let's go over to our movement, just running around. Technically, I think if we just do if we do, oh, this should be actually pretty easy. Hold on. Else if, and then we just do not attacking and not move block and not walled. So we have to do collision. Okay, so pretty much what we're saying here is that if we're not attacking, if we're not blocked by movement, and if we don't have a wall in front of us, then we can move just fine. But if we do, okay, but here's the thing, here's the problem with this, is that we're probably going to see a wall, we're not going to be able to run in the opposite direction. So we'll test it. Let's check it out. Okay, so good. So we can't clip in anymore, but now we can't leave either, just like I said. So how do we fix that? Not sure. So I think the speed is good. We don't want it to speed up anymore. We want to I think we need to find the orientation that we're at. So if we're facing, okay, let's do this. All right, so if facing and collision dot walled, right? Let's say that this means that so facing means that our character is facing the right of the screen. So we need to, what do we need to do? We need to make sure that our speed cannot continue moving in that direction. Okay, so we do have something specifically for the ledge jump. We do have the individual buttons D and A, I believe, which allow for us to move and like do the ledge climb. But I think those might be useful in this instance too, because we can stop the speed if we click the wrong button. Here. Not layer jumps, it's, where is it? No, it wasn't layer jumps. Let me take a look at the inputs again. Oh, you know what? No, no, I don't have them separate, but what I do is check its base value. So maybe we can do something like that. So if, yeah, we can do that. That's very simple. Okay, I'll show you guys what I mean. It's probably not very helpful that I just keep saying, oh yeah, we can do that. Let's see here. Okay, so if not facing, we're just gonna copy this and we'll adapt it to what we need. So if facing, then that means all the numbers that we're doing are positive. So if X move is less than 0, that means it's negative, in which case we can move just fine. But you know what? No, we're gonna do this, right? We're gonna say that X speed equals 0, right? Terrible, can't move, all right? Now we're gonna do else. We're gonna say X speed equals speed. Okay, that should be pretty simple. Now we're going to do else, or not else, no, else if, right? And we're gonna do not facing and collision manager dot walled. Okay, and then we're just gonna copy all of this and we're just gonna switch over that. There we go. Okay. One other thing we could do is Well, you know what? We could just add it as an else statement thing. And that way we can just tack it onto this. Okay, I think the only other thing is the animation. But we'll test that. We'll do that after we test this. All right, so now we can't move any further that way, but we can still run that way. Perfect. All right, so pretty much this is allowing it so that we can't keep running into things. Now, when we get to the ledge, when we no longer sense the wall, that's when, you know, things get a little more messy. But we can always change a little bit of that later down the line, having the actual part that senses if we're running into a wall. Oh, wait a minute, what was that? Oh, so you can still kind of like shimmy your way further. But if you like, can you? No, okay, so good. So kind of, yeah, it kind of just stops you. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna remove the animation, right? We're gonna say that speed, right, equals 0 as well. We're gonna, let's see here. Actually, if we're basing it off of speed, what's it? Right here. Oh, okay, we're doing move.x for speed. Interesting. So what if we do this? I don't know if it's gonna do like a conflict, some kind of issue there. But we can test. We can always test. So here we want to set this to 0. And same thing here. Pretty much what this means is we're no longer moving. And so the run animation won't continue. Perfect. Something that we might add a little bit later. Right now, walled is a ray cast. And so if we extend the ray cast, like we could add a ray cast, extend it a little bit, and so then we'll actually have kind of like a sliding motion so that we can kind of like slow down and not just have like a direct hit against the wall, but we could actually slide closer to the wall, slowing down our momentum, kind of making it feel like the character doesn't want to slam into the wall. Like the player is smart. The character that the player is playing is smart. I think that'd be pretty cool if we did that. We can give it a try, see if there's a way we can do that right now. Shouldn't be too difficult. Really, what it's doing, what we would need to do is just create another raycast that's longer. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Let's see here. We'll do, so this is in collision manager. We need to find not ledge control, but there should be wall control. Yeah, wall control. Okay. So right here, we can create another variable. We can call it wall block. Okay. Now wall block will be its own raycast. Right? It'll pretty much be exactly the same as this, except that wall check distance, gonna add to it. We're maybe gonna say add 1F like that, so that it's further. We're going to, instead of ledge check position, we're gonna do wall check position. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing here. Instead of walled, we do need to make sure that it's wall block. Okay, now what we're going to do, we need to go back to hero movement. And so when we slow down a bit, do else if collision manager dot wall block let's say we slow it down. The thing is, we kind of want it to be a gradient, a gradual slow down. But let's just slow it down just to start. Let's divide it by 4. We'll see how that feels. Yeah, so the character kind of slows down. I think we should probably do half. We should lower a little bit, or maybe not. Maybe we shouldn't lower the... You know what? What if we do this? What if we do this? We do a timer. So that from the moment that wall block starts, we count down, right? The speed. We don't even need a timer, I don't think. We could just do this. So that should actually create that gradual feeling. Whoa, we're all over the place. Okay, let's try that again and see if we can learn anything from it. Okay. That's not working too well. We're going to, instead of an else if, we're going to do this as a separate statement. Okay. And we're going to say, what are we going to say? We're going to do a debug. That way we can really see what's going on here. You know what? Let's do this. Actually, no. This will actually help us. It won't. Otherwise, it might get overwhelming with all the different values. So I'm not sure. Okay, so it seems like the else if was needed. It was something that needed to happen. Okay, so then that's the issue though, is that it goes too far. It goes too far. That's the issue. And it goes so quickly too, because what we start as 3.5, right? 3.5, we don't want to lose so much so quickly. So let's just change that to that. Let's also say if x speed and yeah, so if x speed is more than equal to 0, right? Because we don't want it to go into the negatives, because that's when we start getting issues. Okay, so there's some issues. It somehow got down to -1. Shouldn't be possible. Okay, so I think I see what's going on. Pretty much what we're saying is else if, right? But we know that wall block is going to activate. And while wall block is activated, collision manager.walled is going to activate because they overlap. So I think where we're having some issues is with this. What we need to do, go like that, right? We need to do that. And then we need to something like this. But we need this to be its own statement. Okay. So let's just see what that does. It might not solve our issues. It might. We don't know. We'll find out. Okay, so it's kind of doing it. It's kind of doing it. Of course, the animation, we would play a sliding animation to transition back to idle. That's where a lot of the jittering, I think, is happening. Is there some... There is a little bit of, like, teleportation. I think that's because we end up stopping too soon. We end too quickly, so we're gonna do less, and hopefully that will keep us from hitting 0 right away. The idea is to slow down, but not like stop instantly. Okay, now that's a little too slow. Another thing is we wanted to lessen the length of it because it was a little too long. So I'm thinking if we just double wall distance, which actually we don't need to do so dramatically, we just do ×2. Okay. And then the hero movement, maybe we should just keep it at -0.1. That way, now that we're shortening the distance, it will have to kind of slow down a little quicker. You can see how it looks. So now there's no slowdown whatsoever. You know what? Let's change a little bit of this up again. Let's do it like this. So we'll do if facing. Okay. And then we'll do if and then collision dot walled. Okay. Now we'll take this and we'll put it in there. Okay. What this will allow us to do is before we get to the collision.walled, now we can actually say something about facing when wall block is an issue. So what we can do is pretty much create this. We'll do move X. So if move X is more, we're facing, so everything's going to be in the positives. If we say that it's more than 0, then we will do move X we'll just do the same thing on this side. Now, since we're not facing, everything is going to be negatives. So we need to do +1. There we go. Okay, so this hopefully is going to give us what we want, what we're hoping for. I'm going to maximize it. That's a little easier to tell. Okay. I don't see any slowdown. And I think that's because our speed isn't really changing. Oh, we forgot to remove this. Hold on. Let's check that. Maybe that'll fix things. I don't think so though. I think it would have done something either way. Yeah, no. So it's not doing anything, and I think the reason is check our speed. Right here, this reflects what move X is. All right, so yeah, so for some reason we're not able to remove any of move X. We could do this, I think. Although it's kind of what we were doing before, so I don't know why it would work now as opposed to before. We can always give it a try though. Yeah, nothing's happening. You know what? It might be that now it's just a little too small of an area. I think this is 0.2 or 0.3, maybe 0.4. Let's do -4. I'm not sure if that's really gonna help much. Let's also do this just so that the computer knows to do this first. Which it should because it's multiplication, but just in case. Is there slowing that's happening? I don't think so. I think the frames per second are much slower, so something's happening. I think what's happening is we just need to do this instead of multiplying. Put it back to the way it was there. And then in hero movement, we'll just that. So I think this was working. So now it's not slowing down enough. Because I'm seeing that we're just one, we're still going pretty fast, a little too fast to see that there's a difference. But now we're at 0. That went incredibly fast. Let's do 0.3. So we stop just before. It's just a little too soon, right? To where then it defaults to the next state, which is the speed of running again. So we need to make sure that it slows down just enough for us to notice that it slowed down. That's slowing down. I'm pretty happy with that. It slows down just a little bit. Oh, something happened. What happened? Let's try to recreate that. Make sure it's not an issue. Ah, yes. Didn't think of that. I did not think of that. So if we were to stop moving, okay, so if move.x is not equal 0, okay. So that should actually fix that issue. Pretty much, if we're pressing down a move button, then it should slow us down. But if we're not pushing anything, if we just stop, then it shouldn't do anything. Yeah, so it slows down just a little bit. But if I don't know, that's the thing, is I kind of feel like it's not quite slow enough. Oops. I feel like it's almost there, but I wanted just a slightly more, a distinction, a little more distinction to it. Yeah, now it's not slowing down enough. Oh, it's because I went in the opposite direction. There we go. But again, I stop just before. What if I could do something like what if I divide by 2? That's gonna get real slow. Let's do 1.2. Because I don't want it to hit 0 right away, but I want it to get very close to 0. Yeah, so it's not quite 0, but it's it's a little too slow. Okay, so we need to somehow lessen this. That's not gonna work. Need to make sure it's still a somewhat substantial amount of speed before hitting the wall. That way it's still slow enough. Yeah, so that doesn't really get far. I like that. Slows it down to 0.4. And so of course we're gonna have an animation that kind of slides, so we won't be like running. It won't look weird that we're slowing down for no reason. But it'll kind of be like, once we hit that, boom, now we're in a different animation, we're sliding. You know what, let's emulate that. We're gonna go here. We're gonna say that, what are we gonna say? We're gonna say this. Right, and then we're gonna say hero base anim dot set. You know what? I don't think we even need to do that. I think it'll just revert back to idle, and that will create kind of the slide that we're looking for. Of course, it's not gonna be all there, but it'll give us something. There we go. Look at that. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I like that. So pretty much from the run, we'll transition into a slide to slow him down before he hits the wall. So even though we're pushing on the move button, we're trying to ram into the wall, we can't. Can't even dash into there. Although when we do dash, it does create a bit of a run animation, because it actually, let's see, why does it do that? So when I do this, aha, okay. it's because we don't have a thing here. So pretty much speed needs to be greater than 0.5. And then we need to create another transition for less than 0.5. Less than negative 0.5. Okay, so now, pretty much when we dash against the wall, really nothing should happen. And eventually we'll actually make it so that you can't dash. Oh no, what happened? Let's try that again. There we go. Yeah, so now when we dash, nothing happens. We just kind of pulse a little bit. Eventually, we just won't be able to use up a dash. I really like that. I think it adds a little bit of character to, well, the hero. He's not dumb and being controlled by you. He kind of has his own mind in a sense. It's a little bit like the horses of Breath of the Wild, where they consciously try not to hit trees and obstacles. Obviously a horse doesn't want to hit obstacles, so it's a little bit like your character. He's not gonna run into a wall, because why would he? You know, like there's not gonna be any occasion where that would have to happen. If there were, then of course there'd be a exception for it. But yeah, I really like the progress we made today. I think this was pretty good. Thanks for everyone who tuned in to the live stream today. If you're new, be sure to subscribe, leave a like if you liked it, and make sure to ring the notification bell. That way you know my next devlogs and also the next live stream. So thanks again, everyone who thanks everybody who watched the live stream. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.